Hey guys, Xana here, and welcome to my video segments of how to set up a capture card. Now, a while ago, I set up a video requesting on what you guys want me to do. What videos do you want me to create next? And the most common question I got was how to set up a capture card. So, this is going to be a small video series demonstrating on how to set up a capture card, where to buy them, and all that other good stuff. This is segment 1 and segment 2 of video part 1. Segment 1 will cover where to buy them. Segment 2 will look at the hardware and what you will also need to buy. Part 2 will have segment 3 and 4 in it, and that will cover the how to set it up, what do you plug it into and all that stuff, and how to capture your capture card. So, here we go. Part 1. This is segment 1 of where to get a capture card. Now, the question is, where do I get a capture card? And the other question is, how much does it cost? And the other question is, what does it look like? Now, number 1, where do I buy it? There's a number of stores you can buy it from, but they really have to be electronic stores, because general stores, kind of like Walmart, really doesn't carry them. Even though there's stuff like HD TVs and a whole bunch of other stuff right there, Walmart really sucks when it comes to their surplus of supplies and where they get them from. So the top 3 stores I recommend right off the bat are Best Buy, Fry's Electronics, and Target. Best Buy, you can usually find them in the computer graphic card aisle, kind of near the routers and kind of near the customer support desks. No, not the cash register desks, the customer support desks. And let's see, the most common capture card out there is the Dazzle, and that's what we're going to be covering. I do realize there's the HD PVR and the Hans Tech VHS to DVD, but I shall not be covering it because it'll be too confusing. And Dazzle is a brand everybody can trust. Now, these capture cards range from $50 to about $85. It really depends on what you're looking for. I really don't notice any sort of difference between the two. All I know is that the Dazzle Video Creator HD comes with Pinnacle Studio 14. And that's probably why it's about $80 at Best Buy. And the second store where to get it from is Fry's Electronics. You can always trust Fry's with about anything that has to do with electronics, because it's like a whole warehouse full of this stuff. Except it's mainly based on electronics. Well, you know what I mean. And then thirdly is Target. That's where I got my first capture card from. Even though they might have a tiny selection, that's the only other place I can think of to get a capture card. Other than eBay or Amazon, but that's pretty much it. Now, what do they look like? They look kind of like this. This is a Dazzle DVC 107, but we'll get to that in segment 2 of this video, which is coming up, well, right now. Welcome to segment 2 of my capture card tutorial videos. Now, this part will cover the hardware and what else you need to buy in order to get your gameplay videos up and running and all that other stuff. Right, so first off, like I said, you'll need to buy a capture card, and they are not that cheap. You're gonna have to spend money. No, there's no software out there that can capture stuff directly from your game console and upload it like magic. Even though Bungie Pro has something set up with Halo Reach where you can convert them into WMVs, this is the better way to do it because it's better quality. Now, number 1 would be the Dazzle. Let's go over the Dazzle really quickly. This is the Dazzle DVC 107, and then there is the Dazzle DVC 100. The 100's red, I think, is a bit lower quality than this one, although I'm really not sure. And then also be aware that Pinnacle makes the same Pinnacle and Dazzle are the exact same company. So if you see a little box that says Pinnacle on it, buy it as well. It's the exact same thing as the Dazzle. Now, as you see here, even though on the box it would say Dazzle HD Video Creator, it's actually composite. But it's a very good quality composite. Plus, with composite you get S-Video and stereo. Plus, this is a little light indicator knowing that it's on or off. And then it's a standard USB 2.0. Every computer has them now. And then what else you need to buy? I recommend getting 2 sets of composite cables, because within doubt, your TV will not have outputs, so you're gonna have to buy splitters as well. So the type of AV cables I recommend to get, and I highly recommend to get, would be gold-plated AV cables, because there is a big difference between regular plated and gold-plated. Gold-plated helps the quality much better than silver-plated. If you look at my older videos and see fuzzy little lines going through the video, that's because I was not using gold-plated AV cables. And be aware, if you're buying another type of capture card, another brand, I don't know how, I don't know why, but these cables might be too much for that little capture card. And thirdly, you're gonna need splitters. Well, not exactly. There's another method of hooking up your capture card, which will be in part 2. But yeah, you're gonna need splitters, and I'll show you how to set it up as well in part 2. Alright, so these AV cables, they range anywhere from about $3 to about 20. The reason being is the quality of them. As you see here, gold plated, we all know. And then there's regular ones for about $5, but I really recommend you get gold plated because they make a huge difference. And then the splitters, they can be expensive, they can be cheap. Right now, I bet the value of these are about $3, but I got these for about $10. Yeah, I know that made no sense, but believe me, these things can be expensive, and then again, they can't. So, that's about it. This is the end of part 1. Part 2 will be coming soon.